Hi, I'm Dr. Nick and I'm the Incrementalist. Today we're talking about flu and flu vaccination. As you can see from the sign behind, there are lots of places that offer flu vaccination for free. Typically it's included in with many health insurance plans. If your health insurance plan includes it, then you should avail yourself of that option. There's a shocking statistic. We're at about 40% take-up rate of flu vaccinations in this country. It rises to a little bit more in children, up to almost 60%, but that's still not enough, and we really want to see more people taking the flu vaccine as possible. So before we get into that, let's talk about what the flu is and why you should get the vaccination. So what about flu? What is it? Well, it's a viral illness. Unlike the bacterial infections that you get that are responding to antibiotics, viruses don't respond to antibiotics, which explains why it's so important to get flu vaccination to help mitigate the disease. It can actually prevent it, and even in cases where people get it, if they've had the flu vaccination, it typically reduces the severity. Now, why is it you have to have the vaccine every year? Well, that flu virus is a smart little sucker. It's changing all the time, and the vaccine from last year is typically not as effective, or sometimes not effective at all, against the flu virus that's circulating, which is why we have an ongoing process to try and predict what flu is going to hit our country. We use information from other countries like Australia, where they have their flu season in our summer, it's their winter down there, and we'll learn from that and adapt. And the flu vaccine is made fresh each year, and it may be that it's imperfect, so that explains why some people will still get flu. But even if you get flu, it's going to reduce the severity because it's fine-tuned the immune system. Now, for people that don't get the flu vaccination, those that suffer from flu, we see anything from the order of 3,000 to about 50,000 deaths per year as a result of flu. And worldwide, based on a published study just recently in the Journal of the American Medical Association, somewhere of the order of 650,000 people die from flu-related illnesses. So there's really good evidence to suggest that you don't want to get flu, and flu vaccination is your best method of preventing that. So, incremental step. Summer's over, time to think about the fall, and particularly as we get into October and before Halloween, your best strategy to prevent you getting flu is to get your flu vaccination, unless there are some very good reasons that you don't. Before I close, quick word about community immunity, which is called herd immunity in many instances, and I suspect that the reason for that is because it's kind of difficult to say community immunity. That herd immunity is the effect that everybody has where most people get the vaccination, and that awards a level of prevention to the spread of the disease. So as part of the reason to try and prevent flu in our society, the best method of attack is to have as many people as possible that are able to, that are both age appropriate and health appropriate, to be able to have the flu vaccination. So your incremental step, find a free place to get your flu vaccine if you can, and if you can't, find somewhere that maybe is willing to give you that flu vaccination for free. There are some places that will also do that, assuming that that's medically appropriate for you, your health appropriate and your age appropriate, over 6 months typically. And make sure that you wash your hands and do all of those things. But it's time to start thinking about that now. Even though it's hot and sweaty at the moment, now is the time to start thinking and planning about getting your whole family vaccinated against flu. If I could ask a favor, if you like this video, please like it in the comments section below. And if you didn't, leave me some notes and let me know what I can do better. Otherwise, I'm Dr. Nick. I'm the Incrementalist. Don't let perfection stand in the way of progress.